I think that's everything sorted. My stream's just gone up. I'll shift my tablet down here. Shift this down here. Have tier 1 race on down there. Albeit I'm still going to commentate properly on tier 3 race. Feels weird. It's almost like I've got an upgrade. Well, here we go, boys. New season. New season. Well, new guys in tiers. New names for me to butcher. Until I actually have a commentator, an interview with them, and they actually tell me that I've butchered their name about 5 times over. And then, everything else that goes with it. Feels like I got a promotion though. I was in tier 4. I was doing commentary for tier 4 and thing, but of course one of the tiers got taken out. I'm just going to put this in Discord a minute, but I'm going to say it on stream as well. Someone's joined. Right. Feel good. Feel good to be back commentating. Kind of missed it, you know. I've kind of missed it. Japan's going to be an absolute nightmare. I'm just waiting to see who goes flying off turn 1. There you go. I've just put it in Discord, but to anyone who ends up watching this stream back, if you're in the race and I say your name, absolutely butcher it because it's going to happen. There's a few people that I can already see that I haven't seen before, so I can tell that I'm going to butcher some of these names. So if you hear it and it's not right, just let me know. Let's work on it. Get it right in the future. See? Or you could just be like Reno and spend the half of last season having your name said wrong because he didn't actually tell me that it's Reno, not Reno, not Reno, or however else I actually said it. Cause I'm used to saying Reno now. I forgot how I said it before. Whilst this is filling up, I'm just casually watching the NFL games. Because, you know, that is great at the moment. Because we all like to see 2 of the worst teams of the league play. I see that Tier 1 also has things going. Tier 1, Tier 5 going at the same time as this one. Oh my god, Leon just bet font 6-3. Well, the Lions just scored 0-9-1 Lions, 9 losses, and they're somehow actually winning. Makes sense. Got 16 here. I think we have 19 total. I just see everywhere. I see all the things flashing up at this point. There's a bunch of people just messaging in the different in the different tiers. Can barely keep up with the notifications, but it's good. Swen's in, so we've got 16. Let me see how many we are meant to have. Availability. 19. Yeah, 19. Okay, we're waiting on a couple of more people then. 27 laps round Suzuka. Whole new calendar. I think there's like two races total, I think, that we haven't already raced at in the last season. Bear in mind, last season was the first one. This game, new tracks, everything else that comes with it. A few weeks time, you've got Imola and Jeddah, 2 new tracks on the game. I'm actually looking forward to Jeddah. As much as I've seen people, well, not like it, or don't think it's going to produce good racing, I'm looking forward to it. As for this tier right now, I'm looking at it, and there's a few names I don't know. But there is a few names I do know. Basket, Steve, Boomer, Luke, Skeldy, Zab, Truck Code, Amas, Christ, Pog, so I know that as well. So it's Heide, Zakobo, Summit, Yusuf, Jamie, Swen, Jag, that I actually haven't seen before. It could get interesting very quickly. It's Slimmy's gonna join you through qualifying. He's the last one. I think he's the last one, and then we get to go. Pretty sure he is. Right. Well, this is the teams at the moment. Slimmy's going with Boomer or Sven, but let's have a look and see which one he's going with. Tier 3 teams. Slimmy's going with Sven. So who's meant to be going with? Oh, Matt. Matt not here. It is Thanksgiving in America. Yeah, now that makes sense as to why Matt isn't here then. Being that, funny enough, I literally opened this stream by saying I'm watching the NFL, and it is because it's Thanksgiving. There's not usually NFL at 5 o'clock on a Thursday afternoon. So yeah, no, 100% it's because of Thanksgiving. So we should be good. Am I getting in? Oh God. Sneezing, that it's throwing me off. Let me just respond to this guy from Madden. Then we can go from there. So Matt's having problems joining the lobby. Slimmy's joining in a minute. Some area he's never seen before. That's impressive. That's pretty impressive. I'm very interested to see who can get off to the best start here. Japan's not an easy track. The essence, I could imagine there's going to be quite a few spins. I know Boomer was up towards the top of Tier 4 last season. Skills, shouldn't be anywhere near where he is. So he's got something to prove. Reno at one point was trying to go somewhere in Tier 4, and then safety car restarts prevented him from doing anything. As for the Tier 3 guys, now Sammet's been towards the front of a couple of races, or that's what I've been told. Jacobo's apparently fast, like very fast, so I'd assume that he might be there and thereabouts. Heidi is with Tier 2 last. I expect him to be pretty quick. Tier 1's just going into their one as well. So going to not 140. There you go. That's how you do it. I can actually see things now. It's the annoying error. Okay. Yeah, enjoy that one. I think Matt's out of this race. Matt's not joining this race. Oh god, Tuesday night. Oh, Monday night is a late night. So, qualifying is dry. Qualifying is definitely dry. No thing there. Bright skies. Best tyre. Actually no, dual tyre at the moment. Telemetry, don't need that. Lap data, we'll have the full track. Camera broadcast thing, fastest lap, leader. I think we're good. It's all about finding out who's the first one out. No. Who's going to be the first one out? It's going to be a mass. So, for those of you that didn't watch what I commentated on the last season of F1 on this in this league, you'll need to know that we do qualifying by just watching the first full lap, no matter what, unless he invalidates it, obviously. The guy that comes out the pits first. So there's just the fairest way of doing it. Probably need to turn the game volume down a little bit, actually. I'm the only one in settings. Audio settings. Right, there you go. That's a bit better now. That's a bit now. I probably could actually be heard now over the sound of F1 cars. But yeah, we follow the first guy round on his first full lap. We don't switch it over unless he invalidates, then we jump to the next person behind him. Someone's already spun on the S's on the outlap. Not sure who that is. Might be Jamie, actually. Looks like the Alpine. Is that Alpine? Or is that Williams? No, that's Williams. Which would... There we go. First lap that we've got on the new season. It's from a mass. On the soft. Let's see what it can do. Goes on the first corner, keeps it in check. Takes the first corner's exit pretty well. Not too slidey. Goes through the first of the S's. It's a little slow out the exit of the first S. Looks pretty slow. I don't know. Could be a lot faster than the yellow flag in sector 3. It's kept the car going. It didn't look particularly fast. Did a 33.4. Not sure how fast that one you can claim that one, to be honest with you. TV pod, nope, doing broadcast. Someone just got kicked out. Oh no, Reno retired, and that's unfortunate. As I was talking, oh god, it could be a long day for him. Either that or a really short day, one of the two. Keeps going around Spoon Curve and goes into Sector 3, so the fast part of the track now. We get to see where the benchmark is, even though there's going to be a... Is that Alpine? I think it is an Alpine that's going to follow right behind him to see what lap he's going to get. Here we go, coming around the final corner, and the first one is a 30.7. Basket is thing, so let's watch. Summit is the second one round. It looked like one of them was doing the out lap. Alright. Summit's done a 130.1. And there's Jacobo. Jacobo 129.7. So he's full second up on a Mass, which is his teammate. And it's a very good start for the Alfa Romeo. I've just seen what Reno's put in the chat. Don't laugh at him too hard, he can't see straight. Well, I gathered that from the ability to keep the car on the track in a straight line as well, to be fair. Let's have a look. Christ is doing a lap now. So Luke did a 130.6, El Trucker did a 132, so not sure if he spun or something. Zab did a 130.4. Heidi did a 130. Well, pretty much a 130.3. Summit 130.1. Still 4/10 of a second, pretty much back on Jacobo. Let's see what Christ has already done one lap, which probably means he invalidated. Let's see what he can do for his second lap out. We'll watch. Probably Boomer. Boomer's doing it in mediums. El Trucker did mediums. Yeah, 130.8 on the mediums to Boomer. Pog's on mediums at the moment, but he's in pits. Sven's in the pits on mediums. Might jump into see Yusuf's next, actually. Let's see what he can do. Christ did a 130.4. Let's see what Yusuf can conjure up through the last couple of corners. We'll go and scale these camera. The yellow flag in sector 1 and 2, it's a Haas. Yusuf did the 130.58. Go Skeldy. Let's see what Skeldy's managing to do on these mediums. So this is a tier that has the potential to be really far away from each other or really close to each other, and I'm hoping it's the latter. Jag's done a 130 flat. Skeldy did a 129.974 on the mediums. Okay, that's an incredible lap to start. Let's see if there's anyone topping that. Something tells me there might not be. Yusuf's just casually on the grass. Yusuf, I think you're an F1 car, not a Loma. Like for that to be established. Jamie's now doing his out lap. He's not doing his out lap, doing his flying lap. Sorry. So we'll watch him. He's the only one out there on a flying lap that hasn't actually set a time. I think tier 5 just dropped off a bit. Tier 5 just started a bit late. What's Jamie doing? Jamie going through sector 2. Halfway through 2/3 of the way through sector 2, going through Spoon's Curve. What time is he going to do through sector 2? Got a car in front of him that needs to get out the way. Looks like a teammate. It is Skeldy. 113.3. Might have just given him a tow. There's a yellow flag in sector 1 and sector 3. don't know where the Sector 1 one... Oh, there's a Red Bull on the side of the track. Like, Pog might have just binned it. Scaled... Jamie just invalidated this and the next lap, so that's the end of that. Let's watch Sven. I've actually not talked to Sven or anything at all since joining the league. So let's see whereabouts he can put himself. On the medium tyre, seems to be favoured by a couple of people at the moment. Let's see what Sven can do. I'm assuming that if he gets himself onto the soft tyres, that this could be pretty good. But let's go, Sam. Yeah, I'm expecting quite high things from Sam because I know he was toward the front in Tier 3 in a couple of races. So the men just did a fastest Sector 2 time on the medium tyres as well. Let's see what time he's going to put up overall. Keeps the car, doesn't invalidate the lap. He's going to put up a 1:30.049. Puts him fourth on the board. He's on medium tyres. Let's watch the Cobbird lap. Get an idea of what could not be toward the front of the grid in this season. See one of the Haas just get off to the side to allow him through. Basket, Pog, Heidi, Steve are ones that I know are doing proper laps at the moment. He's just getting through to the entrance of Spoons, keeps the lap going, gets a decent entrance, gets a very good exit to be fair. End of Sector 2, what is he going to get? Because he goes down to the fast part of this track now. He's 7/10 down on his fastest time. Doesn't look like there's any improvement coming here, so I'll switch off. Let's watch Heidi's lap, or half of Heidi's lap, because basically... Basket! Jesus! Hello, Kieran. Basket's just jumped all the way up. 129.8. Heidi's doing an in-lap, I'm getting... now a second warm-up lap. There's no reason for him to be that much slower. 9 seconds slower. So let's see if he's actually going to do a proper lap this time, or is he just practice? Season 4 sprint chap. Well, I'm commentating sprint on Tuesdays as well, so you never know. Sprint has in potential to be incredibly fun. What's Sector 1 time for Heidi? What's it going to be? Coming up the hill now, goes through. Does 7/10 quicker. Okay, well that has been ruined by going immediately into the gravel. That's a lap killer. That we'll stay with him anyway. But I'm pretty sure that's a lap killer. Reno's the only one to crash out so far. As soon as I say that, couple of yellow flags being tossed about. Not sure who for though. Looks like Boom. I should know whether it's Alpine, I think. And also there's another fastest lap from Jacobo. It's not quite a 10th quicker. And as I say that, Jag's just taken the fastest lap, 1:29.5, and we have a new bar. We're gonna keep watching Heidi because he's going to, as it stands, going to be put in around that time. Looks like the horse is just up. Okay. Interesting, Heidi. Would have just finished that lap. Looked like you were going quicker. To be fair, that gravel track might have killed it though. Oh, Steve almost loses the Red Bull through the end of that car scale. He does a 1:29.5. Oh, 2/1000ths of a second. Oh my God, Steve, keep the car on track, man. Bit wide on a few corners there. few people going in the pits. You've got Pog. I might. Oh my God, Steve's not enjoying this. Pog's not enjoying it either. Let's watch Boomer. Let's watch Boomer. We'll watch Slimmy afterwards. I see Slimmy coming round on his. Actually, no. We'll watch Slimmy first. 33 flat. Because Slimmy's further on the track. We'll watch Slimmy first. We'll come back to Boomer when Slimmy either messes up or is too far behind to catch. Obviously, he doesn't have a time to beat himself yet because he hasn't set one. Hello, Jackson. Slimmy, 113.4. Could put him in a decent position here. There's a yellow flag in sector 2 and 3, which is a Red Bull behind him, which would be Pog. As for Slimmy, let's see what Slimmy can post. On the medium tyre, posts up to put him 10th for just 130.3. The yellow flag going into the first thing there. The Hyde is going out for out laps. Slimmy's. We'll watch Boomer finish off his lap. As I literally say that, he goes over and finishes lap 130.364. Almost in on Steve there. Almost. There's not a lot to separate people from Hyde through to Zab. There's just a short of a couple of tenths, maybe 1.5 tenths. So these look like they're going to have pretty close battles all of a sudden. Slimmy's not going to do anything. Amas is on a lap, so we will watch Amas. There's other people coming out. Slimmy's already on a lap, so we won't watch Slimmy. There's Heidi behind him, because Reno's already out, so we'll watch Heidi's lap after this. The yellow flag's through things, just letting him go through. Oh, Amas just lost it there. Lost the rear of the car, invalidated lap. Now he's got to search for another one. You need a couple more if he's lucky. We'll watch Heidi's out lap. He's the furthest one along the track at the moment. I think Slimmy's just gone into the pits, yeah. Heidi's just done a out lap. Here we go. Gets on the inside of that curve, of that turn, which is unusual. I've seen some of the higher end, the tier 1 guys, take the outside to that. He's doing pretty well, to be fair, Hyder, at the moment. What's his first sector time going to look like? It's nearly 8 tenths quicker. He's done a fastest first sector. The guy is able to put up competitive first sectors. He survived the gravel trap that his lap got absolutely decimated by last time. Let's see if he's going to be able to put anything toward the front here. Nearly 8 tenths would be enough to put him on top. Scalesy currently leads everyone at the moment on provisional pole by 2/1000ths of a second to Jag in behind. At the yellow flag, the Kobo, who might have been going for pole, loses it through the S's and isn't going for pole anymore. He's 9 tenths of a second quicker now, Hyder, going through the second sector, going through the fast part of the track, and now the chicane. What time is he going to be able to set? Looks like he's going to go on to provisional pole momentarily, put some pressure on Scaldy. And he does, but it's not a lot faster. Boomer's retired from the session, probably meaning that he's not getting another lap in. He didn't think he was close enough to get another lap in. Let's see what Jag can do. We'll watch Jag, we'll watch Scaldy. Baskets. Actually, no, we'll watch Basket. Baskets seem to be putting. Oh, he's slower. I know, we'll go back to Jag then. There's a lot of grouped up people by the looks of it. There's going to be a few battles. Oh, Jag's invalidated his lap. Oh, that is now... It's now left to just... Yeah. It's left to just Scaldy and Hyder. Who is going to be on pole? Because Luke's not doing fast enough to fight it. Maybe Christ is. Basket's gone into the pit, so that's the end of his qualifying. Scaldy's just done a fastest first sector. Takes that off Hyder. Ooh, this could be interesting. Going through the hairpin. Got out pretty well. Luke's just gone to 4th. Looked like he did a couple attempts quicker. Not enough to put him towards the front row, but does get him on the 2nd row. Christ got 6th. Basket 7th. Steve Dodd 8th at the moment with people to go. Scaldy going through the 2nd sector. 4 tenths quicker. Oh my god. This could be... Oh my... Sven! Where the hell did Sven come from? And Scaldy's taken pole! What the... Well, Scaldy timed it half a second quicker. Almost a 129 flat. Sven came from literally out of nowhere. I did not see Sven pull it off that quick of a lap. So it's just Yusuf now. 0.3 of a second quicker. Where's he going to put himself? And that's the end. I didn't quite see where he actually put himself. Sven came out of nowhere for his fastest lap on the thing. And then Scaldy does one better. And all of a sudden, the whole dynamic has changed. Heidi looked like he was doing alright. Always looked like Scaldy, provided you're putting in a good lap, was able to beat Hyder's lap. Sen then comes in and does 3 1/3 tenths quicker. And then Scaldy tops that. That was, Jesus Christ. So you've got all of the top 10 starting on the softs, no one trying to strategize, move themselves onto the mediums or anything, everyone going all out for the first race. That was a bit hectic for the final bits of qualifying. I'm going to take a drink now. Can't let the throat dry up, otherwise you're going to hear my voice die immediately. I'll wait for 16 seconds while this starts. Everyone back on. Reno the only one. Actually, no, Zakobo retired as well properly. Streamlink's going back up on a few of the ones. Tier 5 started up. We're going to do formation lap now. As per standard, it's going to be formation lap. And then, when everyone gets back on the grid, we get lights out. Scaldy going off in front. It's all about tactics, because tyres might end up being freezing if you go off too quickly. Well, qualifying produced something I weren't sure that I was going to see. I knew Sven had pace, I knew Scaldy had pace, but the few Jag's a surprise. I didn't know what to expect of Jag to I don't know why I say Jag's NFL team. I'm used to watching NFL, maybe, I don't know. But Jag surprised me. Luke's pretty far up. He was pretty fast in Tier 4 last year, but... Not last season, sorry. But I wouldn't have put him to be toward the front of this. Kobo in 6th. I expected him to be more toward the front, if I'm completely honest. After what I was told, anyway. You've got Christ 7th in the McLaren. They're both teammates from the Aston Martins 8 and 9. Constructors could get very interesting this season as well. Because if you're Scaldy, you need Jamie to step up as well. It's all about relying on your teammate in these situations. Why you need communication is important as well. You can obviously drive your own race, but definitely need the help from the teammate if you can get it. What's happened with Tier 1 here? Interesting. Well, everyone's getting back up. I don't know why that's the broadcast camera from Scaldy's point of view. We'll watch it from Sen. Because you can't watch Scaldy's for some reason. Oh, Scaldy is there. Here we go. 5 red lights. It's lights out and away we go. Down to turn 1. Who's going to get the best start? Looks like Sen's got a decent start, but he's not going to be able to catch Scaldy. Scaldy's out of the first corner. He's out in front. It looks like our truck, a couple of people at the back there is having a bit of difficulty off the first turn. Samet looks like he's dropped a couple positions. Luke dropped a couple positions. Kobo's got a couple. And there's a yellow flag already. Someone spun off. Reno's spun off. I'm not too surprised at that one. Guy's drunk. Not surprised. Luke spun off. And Hardy spun off. I'm not sure if that was a collision. It looks like Dab got hit in the process. Jamie's also now gone off as well. Everyone going off left, right, centre. That's not good news for Jamie. He doesn't seem to be moving very much either. Looks like has he lost his front wing? Let's stay at front. Stay at the front. Keep watching down the straight. A few people coming down now. We'll watch. Do we watch? What? Tire. Pog started on the hards. I take it that Pog didn't end up finishing in the top 10. That's probably not what happened. Scaldy has got a full second gap to Sen already. That is, considering what happened in the qualifying lap at the end, that's pretty surprising. That Scaldy got off to such a good start that he's blown Sen out the way straight away. A couple of people going to the pits. Reno, Zab's gone into the pit. Looks like Heidi and Luke, whatever happened, didn't take too much damage, or isn't in need of going into the pits. Puts them at the back though because of the spin off of the S's in the first lap. Scaldy got a 1.4 second lead. Sen's then got 9/10 of a second to Jag in third. The yellow flag in sector 1. Jamie's not having a great time at all. The first one, doing the interviews afterwards, is just going to be the top 3. I'm pretty sure I did that the same way last year. I weren't sure who was what in the tier last year, so getting to know people, getting to watch, getting to talk to them about ambitions for the season and all that. But as it stands, 1.5 seconds. Scaldy out in front. Scaldy putting on an absolute clinic at the moment. Jag's gonna try. Oh, as soon as I just jinx people. That's it. That's all it is. That's all it is. I swear I just jinx people. As soon as I Jag doing well, he immediately just spins. That's it. He just spins off. Here we go down the straight. Anyone gonna make a move? Anyone gonna try anything? Nope, it doesn't look like it. Jag's dropped to 11th. Looks like Slimmy and Steve are about trying to have a little bit of a battle here. A little bit, and Steve's now a second back on his teammate who's on hard tires, so that's not good news. See, the Pog's definitely got some sort of pace on these hards. Not been much in terms of direct overtakes, I'll say that. Oh, it looks like Jags has just lost his rear end of the car again. Jags has had a nightmare for, well, end of the second, beginning of the third lap. See what Boomer can do here, getting within 0.3 of a second. DRS is now a thing. It's 2.25 seconds between Scaldy and Sen. Then a further 1.6 to the Kobo in third. The Aston Martins are seen to climb up from 8th and 9th on the start to 4th and 6th current at the moment. Boomer now going down the fast part of the track. You would expect some sort of slipstream may be able to carry him on through at the moment. It's not going to do anything right now. Will it do anything on the... almost loses the back end a little bit there. Will it do anything coming down the straight? Nope, because it's just a DRS train. Alright. Bunch of cars in front with DRS. Oh god, I'm yawning. I got up very early for uni this morning and I am not fully awake. I'll say that now. You got Steve Dodds who's about 4 tenths away from his teammate. People catching up left, right and centre. Let's see if Jags is gaining time on Amass. So I was about to go there, but I'm not anymore. Reno's right at the back, but he's drunk, so I think he's got an excuse. Even though I'm pretty sure you just watch anything, there's probably a Heineken board somewhere telling you not to drink. Especially while driving anyway. Zab's now last. Zab and Reno are going at it. You've got Boomer 0.3 of a second back on Slimmy, who's half a second back on Steve, who's everyone in DRS range of each other, but that's not a good thing considering the it just turns into a train at that point. Boomer's down to 1.5 tenths behind Slimmy, who's on the medium tyre compared to Boomer's soft tyre. See if he's able to make anything go with the slipstream, the softer tyre. Is he be able to make any moves? Nope, because DRS is just way too strong around here. Jag's now 1.1 of a second back. It's the two horses going at it. Jag will eventually let Samet go back in front into the S's. Now want to fight there. Oh, and it looks like Slimmy just took a trip to that gravel patch, and that's not good news for him. The medium to 4 laps old. He was probably hoping he might have had to do a 2-stop, unless he's going to stretch those mediums to the end. But that's going to be hard while you've got a lot of gravel underneath your car. Oh god. Apologies. You've got no one in the first 5 that's got DRS. I say that, you said just bouncing in and out. Let's see, can we find anything interesting? The yellow flag in sector 1, which is Zav, who's quite decent length back. Just a small one. It's a tad to the way back. You know what, let's watch this. Gonna get DRS down the straight. Jacobo isn't, he's 2.4 seconds. Also, Sun's closing the gap ever so slightly to Scaldy. Last time I checked, that was 2.2. Now 1.25 second. 1.75 seconds. Sorry. Apparently can't do English today. I can't read maths. 4 tenths of a second between Yusuf and Jacobo. Oh god. Can't tell if it's just tiredness or a migraine at this point. Pog's now 4/10 of a second back on Christ. He's rocking those hard tyres. And this is a staple of Pog's like driving, because he always seems to be on the longer tyres, or the longest tyres for the race, in the race strategy, and then take it to as long as he physically can and take advantage of soft later on. Are we gonna get DRS down here? I don't actually think that. Is there a DRS down there? I'm not actually too sure, to be honest with you. Don't actually know too much about Japan. It's now 1.5 seconds to be scaled inside. Jacobo is tailing off a little bit, 3.1 seconds away. And Yusuf closing ever so, just constantly closing on Jacobo. It's now 0.2 of a second. Might look for an audacious move through these S's. No, now he's backing off. Jacobo looks like he's a little bit faster through these S's more than anything else. The back markers are very much tailed off already. The yellow flag already. Flag at the beginning of sector 2. Sorry. Looks like that's JB again. Oh God. Who's absolutely. You see, I've yawned in the middle of what I was going to say. I forgot what I was going to say now. I absolutely forgot what I was going to say. But you know what? We move. I don't think that there's been a proper overtake. Maybe off the start. Outside of that, it's been pretty routine. Everyone that hasn't spun has kept their position pretty much. Christ and Basket just went places though, because Basket's down 5th and Christ is 6th. I didn't exactly catch that. Now it's the two Aston Martins together. I'm always trying to do it where it's the lowest time involved. If it's the lowest time, biggest chance of overtaking. And oh my God, there's just a train all the way down to 11th. Oh, Jamie's retired from the session. That's not too surprising. He's got off to a very poor start, and it never really got going. Steve Dodds has also broken up the train a little bit here. 4/10 of a second between Christ and Pog. You'd expect Christ to be able to do something with the soft tyre, but Pog on those hards seem to be proving a reasonable pace at the moment. Should have taken a nap before this, I reckon. Otherwise, that would stop me from being in the bin when it comes to actually being able to do anything. You see, I get next Thursday off, so I'll be more vibrant. I'll be more over the top with commentating, because I won't be shattered. Or at least I won't. I hope I won't be shattered anyway. As for the front, we're seeing people starting to come in for pits now. Okay, this is where it could get interesting. The two stoppers. A few people on the softs are definitely doing two stoppers. Pog looks like he's got the ideal setup here, going hard to soft, and pushing the one stop, seeing how much you can get out of it. It's 4/10 of a second between Sen and Yusuf, and the rest of them, up to Steve Dodds, just slowly but surely trotting along or trying to chase down Yusuf. It doesn't seem like closing the gap very much. Oh God, I apologise for all the yawning. That The yellow flag in sector 1. It looked like that the Mercedes going very slow. It's El Trucco. Yellow flag disappeared. Basket and Yusuf, third and fourth, looking for possibly pushing for a podium. And okay, that's a McLaren. That's a McLaren there. I must have missed. Oh no, it looked like it blue flags. Yeah, it is blue flags. It's Zab. I thought I had missed a crash for a minute then. But no, instead I didn't. I simply got caught up with someone in the blue flags. Wait, did we just have a proper overtake? Holy Christ! Boomer out here doing actual overtakes. I think I might have caught. I don't think I caught that one. I caught him coming past the guy right at the end, but I don't think I actually caught the overtake itself. So that's unfortunate. Jacobo just pitted the last lap, so. Oh god, you would see the people who just pitted start to drop behind him. He was third the last time I knew. Looked like Boomer's actually pushed himself further out here. And now we've got a Red Bull and a McLaren. We've got Pog on Christ. Going down the inside into the hairpin. And he got the move. Is there going to be a switchback? No, he's too far away. And the Red Bull got the move with the harder tyre. That was incredible driving up the hairpin. Pog looks like he's meaning business today. He's on the going to go long on the hard tyre. He's going to get on the meat on the softs, and he's going to be able to push for everything at the moment. Bear in mind, a couple people pit, a couple people didn't. You can tell who hasn't had a pit from the zero beside the tyre. I will show Yusuf when Basket gets close enough to actually. There you go. As I say that, Yusuf goes into the pits. Geldy's gone into the pits as well. Sweat's retired. Oh no! There's the safety car, and that's a whole new different a whole new dynamic altogether. You see, I will show certain people. I just need close enough racing. Whoever's closest, who I can see closest, is the one that I will attempt to show. Because then we might get some proper racing from it. So if I'm not showing the person you want me to show, then they need to get into a battle of some sort. They'll get featured. Trust me, I'm going to try my absolute best to give everyone as much screen time as possible. If people get into battles more often than not, I'm not the one driving. I can't control that. So it is a case of you got to give some give and take. I am trying to cover everyone. It's not easy to do a commentator's job. Everything go on everywhere, and you've just got to keep up. Sometimes I'm not the best at it. I'll admit. I can talk over the top. I can do all that. Keeping up with things and getting better. It is only my second season. It is a learning experience. So I'm learning as much as everyone else is learning about each other, the tracks, everything like that. So these guys at the front, the soft ones might pit under the safety car here if they got sense. I didn't expect Pog to pit under the safety car. Pog, you can't do that. That's not allowed. Trying to jump in the safety, under the safety car in the pits. Can't do that, mate. That's still jumping under the safety car. Few people come into pits in a row. Samet's hit the front. Oh no, I'm not saying. I'm just making the point. I get you were joking. I'm just making a point. I'm just pulling it out there. Right? We've got a safety car through 12 laps. As you see now, there's not much to talk about because the safety car brings everyone back together, but for the 2 laps that it's out, doesn't really do much. There's not really many chances of people making mistakes under the safety car. Or I don't, at least I don't think there is. So in the meantime, I'm going to actually change the screen resolution on my tablet, because I also have the Tier 1 race to the side of me. I actually get to watch that in decent coverage as well. There's a safety car here. Tier 1 are on lap 5, while we're on lap 12 with the safety car. Scaldy, Samet's on 11 all mediums. You see, I can understand why Samet hasn't pitted. Because even though there's a safety car, there is a possibility of doing a one-stop, I think. The soft to medium might be a possibility if you want to stretch those tyres. Don't know how they will look at the end. That's something I guess we're about to find out with Samet. The Scalzy's gone on to new mediums. I think there's 2-stop for most of everyone else, if not everyone else. Steve might be going for the full thing on the hards. Might be incredibly beneficial. Either that or being stuck where he is going to drag so much time away that it's only going to level it out. When everyone else pits onto things, and then he'll start dropping positions because obviously the safety car doesn't really do a lot. Well, it does a lot, but doesn't do a lot for the people who are trying to stay in front of certain people. See that people are just... Let me just, while this isn't safety, I'm just going to respond to this message. Not a lot that can be talked. I'm gonna... Yeah. Just going on about certain things. Mostly to do with Madden, because I also play a lot of Madden, which is probably what's playing with my sleep schedule, to be fair. Either that or play Monopoly till 3 o'clock in the morning. It's probably not a good idea. Samet on 12 lap medium, Scaldy on 1. You would expect Scaldy to get off to a flyer off the safety car restart. Are we backing up? Or not, the safety car not coming in this lap? Because everything can get changed with a safety car restart. It's just a case of who gets caught cold. Just ask Reno, because last year his safety car restarts were absolutely brilliant. Definitely brilliant. I'm joking, it's absolutely awful, and it's pretty much where he crashed every race. Because the safety car is coming in this lap. So this could get very interesting very quickly. Here we go. We not get backed up? He's just gone for it. Okay. Okay, Samet's just gone for it. He's caught Scaled very cold. Okay. Samet just went for it, and I think it went against everyone else's expectation. Scaldy's slowly starting to catch up now because the fresher tyres and all round slightly better pace at the moment. Everyone else is on reasonably new tyres, so pit stops might not come anytime soon. There's already a yellow flag in sector 1, and it's Heidi that's gone off in the Ferrari, and the Ferraris have not started. Okay, Scaldy's just teleporting. Ferraris have not got off to a great start. Samet's 4 attempts to the second up through the hairpin. The blue flags. Someone at the back there got lapped by any chance. It looks like there's a McLaren back there is just getting passed by everyone at the moment. Scaldy taking Spoon a little bit wide. not going to help him, but the fresh tyres will help him down the straight here. The yellow flag in Sector 2 as well, and it's Jag again. Jag had such a good qualifying, and the race has been anything but. Sammet's done well over that first lap. He's held Skelty to where he was out there. He's basically done roughly the same times. He got slipstream down the straight now that's going to help Skelty. But it's not going to close him anywhere near enough. DRS on the next lap might do something for him though. It's 4 tenths of a second go through the S's here. Sammet seems to be a little bit quicker through these S's, and Skeldy seems to be a little bit quicker through the rest of the track. Both pretty much level out at this point. Jacobo, the yellow flag in Sector 1 again, and it looks like, yep, it looks like a dark red Alfa Romeo. It's a mass. He's jumped to third from the back, beside Hyder. Let's go back to the front. Actually, no, let's watch Pog and Yusuf here, actually. Pog's going to try something around the outside, you can tell. Is he going to have the pace? Going to go through to Spoon's curve. He's too far back to try something down the inside, and it looks like Yusuf's managed to hold him off. Held him off for now. Boomer's going to have a go down the straight here as well. Doesn't look like it's going to amass to anything. Pog's trying to close the gap. He got it within 2 tenths of a second going into the chicane. Not able to make anything move here. Gonna get slipstream into the start of the first straight. DRS is now enabled. He doesn't get it on the first straight, obviously. We're past that point, but the slipstream might be enough to get Pog through. They go wheel to wheel, and Pog's able to get through into turn 1, and Pog's now in front of Yusuf into 4th place. Basket's now going to try Yusuf. A little bit of teammate battling going on here. Looks like Christ is looking in to try and take advantage of this as well. Skipper will go to the front while Skeldy's catching up. There's a yellow flag in Sector 1. Looks like there's a Mercedes back there. It's El Troco, yeah. Luke. The Mercedes Ferrari did not had a great time to start with here. Skeldy on the back of Sammet, but Sammet's very much controlled this race since the safety car restart, even though his tyres are... And that's the first penalty we've got this entire race. El Troco, 3-second time penalty for track limit violations. That's... Also a yellow flag in Sector 2 now for Reno, who I'm incredibly surprised lasted the safety car restart and the race as a whole. He's drunk, but each of their own. Boomer's coming down the straight. Is he going to be able to try anything? No, he seems to be too far back to push anything into the chicane. And of course, as soon as they go through to that, Skeldy gets DRS and gets through on the first straight, and of course I missed that. You see, this is what I'm on about, is things going on everywhere, and I missed the most important part, which was the pass on the leader. Skeldy now yanking a lead away from Sammet. That's... Oh no! And Sammet, who did really well off the safety car restart, got too much of the inside curb, and Reno's finally retired. I am credit to him. I don't... Oh, El Troco's retired as well. Credit... Oh, there's the safety car, and we're all coming back together again. I think Sammet's probably relieved at that one. Gets the pit. Do maybe 10 laps on the softs. If you can get away with 10 laps on the softs, you might get a... Might try it. Might do 1 lap under the safety car, then do softs. Strategy might be pretty imperative here, actually. 10 laps left. People on the mediums, I don't think they pit again. They might want to pit again, see if they can extend softs to the end. But it depends on what they did in qualifying. there's not a lot to talk about because of course there's another safety car. So we'll just go to the front. We'll put Scaldy. I'll put my remote down momentarily. What the hell happened here? Oh, so Pog got a 5-second penalty for a hit with Yusuf. Some of the men left the session. If he's annoyed with himself, I think that would be understandable. Putting himself in the wall probably isn't good. Let's say, Rena, you're used to retiring because you're retiring because the safety car's not actually calling them. It might have been a combination between you and El Draco actually that called that safety car, but oh well. By the looks of it, a few people did pit, and some people toward the back took the opportunity to go on soft, which might pay off if they can get back round. Going into the soft, Yusuf went on mediums, which might be a brave call with 9 laps left of the race. Gonna be 8 laps straight on mediums with the safety car coming in a lap or so time. I do feel sorry for Zab right now though, because he's in a position. The safety car with equal cards doesn't make sense. Because you should still be able to unlap yourself. That is still something that should be able to happen. You see Scaldy trying to warm up his medium tyres. You'll see safety car coming probably the end of next lap. There's safety car in tier 1 as well. Surprised to see that Ten's actually in the race still. Just casually going around with the safety car. A few people on the soft. Yusuf went onto the soft himself now. Interesting. 5 seconds ago, cost Pog. But obviously can get removed if he shows that it wasn't his fault. Lap 19, comes in here, will resume with 8 laps to go. 7 or 8 laps to go. Dab's now 2 minutes back, and I feel so bad for him. As for doing things, I know Pog can't speak English well enough, so won't be doing the interview with him. I might do Sven. Few people doing safety car in this lap. We're going to start racing again on lap 20, and I'm not surprised. It's not like Sam at last time. Scaldy's taken the opportunity to back everyone up, and the slow, and he's gone. And he's gone. He didn't catch people cold. He didn't catch them cold. Oh, this could be a problem for him going down into the first corner. The Kobo trying. Round the outside of Pog gets the inside of Zakobo actually. Luke's got a 3-second time penalty. You've got a 3-second time penalty for corner going, and Jacobo got overtaken by Pog there. Scalesy managed to get away unharmed and keep his lead. Out of all of that, there's a yellow flag in sector 1 again. It's Sam and Hyder. Sam and Hyder both taking a trip. Everyone back here a little bit bunched up. Could be see Boomer try down the inside maybe. Oh Christ, cleverly cuts off the door there. Doesn't allow him through. Does well enough to see it as well. Amas is going to try something on Luke here actually. Amas going to the inside into Spoon. Zakobo got 3-second time penalty for track limit. Slimmy got 3-second time penalty, and the two's got a little bit of a collision. Oh, and there's a little bit of collision afterwards as well. Yusuf and Amas. There's a little bit of a collision between Luke and Amas. Knocked Amas slightly, and then Yusuf and Amas take a collision between each other, and Amas comes off second best in a wall. Not gonna like that one. I think there might be a report coming in there, but I don't really see what all was wrong with that. The Kobo and Pog's just, yeah, Hyder's got 5-second time, but you're not allowed to do that. You're not allowed to do that, Pog. I caught that one. I caught that one. Pog just reset to track. We're not taking that. Slimmy's gonna try and do something down the inside into the corner. He's got it. He's gone deep. Is there an opportunity for a switchback? It doesn't look like there is. He's got the move done on Jag, and it puts Slimmy up to 6th at the moment. Not sure if there's going to be any more pit stops. I might just switch over to penalties. I think I'm going to do that. The yellow flag in sector 2 immediately had to do that is for a McLaren. It's Zab, who's now been lapped by everyone. Slimmy and Boomer now going at it. It's 3 seconds for Slimmy, which means he would need to get there and do a lot with it. Not sure he's going to be able to. I would like to see this properly. And here comes Slimmy down the inside into turn 1 and Boomer. And Slimmy literally slid right across Boomer. Boomer's going to keep his position. Jag's going to get a go at Slimmy now. Looks like Boomer did incredibly well to avoid that. I was almost certain when I saw Slimmy's car started to lose the back end. I was almost certain there was going to be a collision, but that was very well played. Slimmy's now half a second. Jag's well, as soon as I say everything flips. We're going to watch Christ on basket by the look of it. As soon as I say that, the time just fly every direction possible. We're gonna keep it on Christ, who's going to try something on basket if he can get close enough from the outside of Spoon here. He's got the speed, he's got the slipstream. Is he going to be able to make it happen into the chicane? He looked like he's too far back. He is too far back. And that allows for Basket to maintain podium position at the moment. And here comes the McLaren. Here comes Christ down the inside of Basket. And he gets it done well before turn 1. It's pretty good driving. The McLaren now sitting tidily on the podium. It looks like as it stands, that Alfa Romeo is fighting tooth and nail to stay on it. Basket is now 3.5 seconds back as he tries to wrestle that last podium position back from Christ in the McLaren. A little bit of... We get to watch this 4-man train basically for what probably will be the next 3 or 4 laps. Scaldy's got a 3-second advantage. It'll be a 4-second advantage actually when it comes to the end of the race with penalties. Boomer's now what 1.5 tenths. Is he going to be close enough into Spoons? He is not close enough into Spoons. Is he going to get a good enough exit out of Spoons to push for Basket's place? Basket looks like he went a little bit wide on the exit there. It might allow Boomer something with the slipstream. Not going to get a good enough angle of it anyway. It doesn't look like Boomer's going to get anything into the chicane. He's not. It looks like Slimmy's just all over the place at the moment. Or not. Looks like he's managed to keep his car on track actually. DRS down the straight. Everyone with DRS up until Christ at the moment. There's just a backlog of people. 5 or 6 coming through. You see Jag tagging on the back of these. Christ has spun. Christ has spun off the first corner. Christ has spun off the first corner and just threw away essentially a podium position. That is a killer. That is the worst time to get that kind of incident. And Boomer's going to try... He's going to have to defend his position from Slimmy at the moment, who's trying with literally everything. He's throwing the kitchen sink to try and get this position off Boomer. Not that it would probably matter at the end of the race. Boomer also really on the tail of Basket here. Going to the next DRS zones, Basket could be in trouble of losing not a couple of positions. It's 0.3 of a second, 2.25 of a second between Boomer and the car behind. Here we go. Got slipstream. I just see a little bit of rain there. Or I just seeing things. Might be seeing things. There's nothing going to happen into the chicane. It's not a long enough straight off the end of our 130R. Looks like Slimmy got a better exit than Boomer did on that chicane, but Boomer has managed to close off the door and got DRS on Basket. Here we go. Basket moves to the inside to try and cover off. Keeps the inside. Boomer going around the outside. Boomer's got the position. And Boomer's up to this podium position. And now Basket's got to try and defend from Slimmy. Also, Amas has just caught another yellow flag in Sector 2. It looked like he had a little bit of a spin. And Basket managed to hold Slimmy off for the moment in time, even though Slimmy's going to come right back at him. The yellow flag in Sector 1. And it's Jag. Jag's taking a spin and he's just tumbling down the leaderboard now. It's allowed Luke, who, apart from whatever happened under the first safety car, it's driven a almost flawless race. Managed to put himself in a decent position. Basket's trying to hold off vehemently by against Slimmy, who's going to try the inside into Spoons, and he's going to try. Oh no! That was not the greatest move by Slimmy, I don't think. There is definitely collision there. That's definitely getting reported. But I think there's nothing wrong on the Basket's part there. I don't think Slimmy had a right for that. I would have to rewatch that one back, but first opinion, just looking at it, didn't look like there was anything malicious in that. And now everyone is outside of DRS because who likes interest in racing? And because everyone's outside of DRS, well, we'll just watch Skelty on the last couple of laps until somebody can get close enough. Well, what's Steve doing? Just momentarily check on Steve. It looks like the first 3 are going to be 1, 2, 3 in that order. Boomer's gone from Jag's retired. That is unfortunate after such great qualifying to get hit by such a... Oh, Slimmy's in the wall again. in Sector 1, the end of Sector 1. And that's unfortunate. Kill off his race. Pog's 7/10 of a second back on Luke. Got a 2 second penalty extra, but that might be removed. If it gets 5 seconds removed, the yellow flag in Sector 2. Slimming again. Yeah, 5 seconds removed. He might jump to 4th, but he won't jump any higher. We'll watch Gelding. No one's really close enough to put up a fight at the moment. So just watch the race leader, who's being attempted to be chased down by Jacobo, who's driven pretty well minus his track limits. He got a penalty for that. But apart from that, he's been driving pretty well to hold off, to hold in, should I say, in this with Scaldy. Another penalties are going to make him look a little bit more flattering than it was. Scaldy has had huge control of the race, minus after the first safety car, where Samet had quite the number of Scaldy for a good 5 or 6 laps there, then span, and never really recovered. Pog's half a second back on Luke at the moment, but it looks like going into Spoon's curve one last time and into the longest, well, the fastest part of the track. And it doesn't look like there's going to be a lot Jacobo can do about it. It looks like going into the last chicane, for the last time, Scalzi comes round, Scalzi in the Williams, and the first win of the season, the Japanese Grand Prix, is won by Scalzi. Jacobo is going to come second, 3.6 seconds after the penalty. Jacobo's right up him, finishing the race. He needed maybe an extra couple of laps. There's Boomer's come third, Basket's come fourth, Steve's fifth, Luke sixth, Pog seventh. However, Pog got a penalty that might get removed. Yusuf's come eighth. Christ is going to feel a little bit disappointed after what he was doing, up in fourth and fifth. Come ninth. Slimmy's going to come 11th. Samet's going to come 10th. So Samet deserved something from his drive in the middle of that race. So at least he got something. Heidi come 12th. Amas is going to be the last one to finish. That finished a lap down. Here comes down the final chicane for the last time, and we'll finish the first race of the season. Amas coming 13th. And that is that. Right, so who's come on the podium? That's Jacobo. And Boomer. Just asked for the guys for the interviews, if anyone wants to do them. We're about to find out. And we'll do a little bit of interviews, so I've got Boomer doing it. Let's see if I can. can't say I blame him. I would be getting drunk if that kind of thing happened to me as well.
I'm not drunk.
No, Sven. Sven was in a very good position. Took a bit of a spin.
Oh,
Now getting
that's not
drunk.
that. That's not good.
The Kobo dude said he's going off. So not getting one from him. It might just be you, because I don't know if Scaly's going to do it.
Skillsy should do it. Only if his mic is broken. That's the only excuse he has. He's always in parties.
That's very true. Oh, don't even talk to me about Scaldy and Monopoly last night.
Oh god. I don't think I missed anything.
Yeah, we've been playing Monopoly over the last couple of days. Over the last couple of days we've been playing Monopoly, oh god.
You can start with me if you want. Maybe someone joins.
I think it's just gonna be you, because Scaldy's not even replying. Well, this is almost customary at this point, isn't it?
Oh wait, yeah, true. Wait, he's typing.
Oh, he's typing. Are we getting one?
It's still in the Discord. He's still sleepy, which is kinda on point for this moment.
Because the Kobo. Oh, he's doing it. He's doing it. We're getting him in.
Okay, he's coming. But wait, what did you say? Yeah, it's getting kinda.
It's getting kind of customary customary that I'm interviewing you after these races, isn't it?
Yeah, but this is a different tier, you know that.
I don't see much changing. Wait for Scaldy. We'll start with you, then Boom, while we wait for Scaldy to actually get in the party. So, you know, let's start with what we usually start with. What was your reaction to that race?
Quali wasn't really nice because I spun, I think 3 times in quali, didn't have any time to do some practice today. So I just was spinning in quali to make sure I wouldn't be spinning in the race, and eventually that worked. So now went quite kind of well. I didn't want to start on the softs, but I forgot to press accept on my strategy change. So I thought I had fucked myself, and then I could like keep up with the group in front of me. I was somewhere down in the middle, and I saw people spinning left, right, and center. So I think that helped a lot. And well, the safety car came as the moment, and exactly at the moment that I wanted to pit. So pitting, and then repeat. I was on different tires, and still people were spinning in front of me. And I made some good moves. Sometimes I think 2 or 3.
You see, that was going to be my next question, because I saw you made some moves, and I was going to ask, how were you making all those moves on a track that elsewhere I think I saw single-digit moves from everyone on that actual passing moves on that track. So how did you make that work?
Yeah, well, I don't know. I think it's always to do something with the drivers you drive against. And I think I had a move on, I don't know, somewhere earlier in the race, also at the point where you really have to respect each other if you want to fully make the move. And later on in the race, I know how basket races, and it's always very fair. And I had a run into turn 1, and I just chose the outside, and I went as far on the outside curve as I could without spinning, and there was still room for him on the inside. So I think I really emphasized there that I really wanted to give him room, but also wanted to try to gain a position, and I think that earns respect at other drivers, and eventually it worked out well for me, because that was a crucial move for the podium in the end.
It definitely was, but I asked you this at the beginning of Tier 4 last season. Where do you see yourself when it comes to drivers and all that this year? I know it's going to be a different answer to what we got from Tier 4.
Well, I think the grid is very well balanced so far. Maybe Skillsy and Zakabo and Sven on a good day, or someone else on a good day, have a slight edge. But I think it's got to be really tight, and I think consistency will pay off. And if I show performances like this every round, then it can be top 5, maybe top 5 championship. I don't want to call anything higher. You said I would definitely outdrive you, and I don't know what I saw today, but that was not outdriving me. Yeah, maybe my starting position was not that great, because I was 13th or 14th on the grid, so I had a lot of work to do, so maybe you're right.
And last question then for you, Boomer. It's the one thing. So, just started new season. Where are you most excited to go off this calendar? I know you were the one who made it.
Well, last night I did some nights ago, I did my first laps on Jeddah, and I think it's gonna be kind of cool, but also horrendous track limit wise. And I'm looking forward to Imola, because in the pre-season in the F2 cars I was quite good at it. So I think the calendar has like a very high action-packed first half, and then it settles down a little bit, and then the end is also very cool with China and Portimao. So yeah. I just hope for the best. I also selected the calendar partially, so and I'm not doing all my favorites, of course, but I wanted to do all the tracks we haven't done. That was specifically the case for USA and for Mexico, and I think also for Hungary and for China. So I think it can be very cool this year. So I'm really looking forward to it, and this is a good start. And I hope I don't retire in any of the races. Will probably not happen, but you see.
Famous last words, I think we call them. Well, thank you for the interview, Boomer.
Yeah, no problem.
And I guess we have to interview the race winner now. Well, basically, after every race, usually the podium, and I'll try and get one person outside of the race that might have restarted well and fell off. So Sven's qualifying and then his spin. That kind of thing, I'll try and find something outside the podium to interview as well. That's how this works. I did it for Tier 4 last year. I'm doing it for the Tier 3 this year. This season. Yes. I'm putting my spin on my streams, believe it or not. Hey, Reaper's got Tier 1, so that's on him. So I'll ask the first question the same I asked Boomer. Can I get your reaction to the race itself? I was watching that pole was insane, because Sven came from out of nowhere. I was looking through your first two sectors, and I think you were on like 3/10 off or something. I'm like, alright, he's going to beat Hyder, but he's not going to beat Hyder by an awful lot. And then you just blow everyone out. My next question was actually going to be off that first safety car, and with Samet, I saw you were struggling. You had the tyres and all that. is that something we're going to see more often? It's struggled behind people. Fair enough. And I'll add the last two questions are the two that you heard me asking Boomer. So I'll start with the drivers and the constructors. Where do you see yourself in those this season? That's
That's true. That's true. It's a good comment.
It's fair. It's definitely fair. It's a good start. It's definitely a good start. And the last question is, because it's the start of a new season. I asked all the guys, and I could interview Tier 4 last season. But where are you most excited to go on the calendar? You were stuck behind Boomer for 10 laps. Well, is that why you get suggested to do do wet tyres on 5 laps? Well, thank you for the interview. I feel like that's going to be more regular.
Yeah, I think also. I agree.
Well, I'm going to end the stream here, and then we can do whatever else.